Cracking the code. Common elements in stories and jokes. Hello, learners. Welcome back to another exciting lesson. Today, we're going to dive into the world of stories and jokes and explore what makes them tick. In this video, we will focus on understanding the structure of stories and jokes by identifying their common elements. Knowing these elements will help improve both your listening skills and comprehension in English. So, let's get started. Stories, whether in English or any other language, often follow a similar structure. This structure is often referred to as the narrative arc. The narrative arc consists of 1. Exposition. This is where the setting, characters, and initial situation are introduced. 2. Rising action. This part of the story begins to develop the conflicts that will drive the narrative. 3. Climax. The highest point of tension or drama in the story, the moment of conflict resolution. 4. Falling action. After the climax, the story begins to wind down and we see the results of the climax. 5. Resolution, denouement. The final part of the story, where all loose ends are tied up and the story concludes. Understanding this structure will help you follow along and better comprehend stories in English. Jokes may seem vastly different from stories at first glance, but they share a common element. They also follow a structure. Here are the key components. 1. Setup. This is the initial part of the joke that sets the stage for the punchline. 2. Punchline. This is the funny part of the joke, typically surprising or unexpected, that resolves the situation set up initially. 3. Tagline. Optional. Some jokes have an additional line or comment after the punchline for extra laughs. Knowing this structure will help you understand and enjoy English humor better. Now that we know the structures of both stories and jokes, let's highlight the parallels between them. 1. Exposition, setup. Both start by setting the stage and introducing characters or situations. 2. Rising action, punchline. Both include a point of highest interest or tension. In a story, it's the climax, and in a joke, it's the punchline. 3. Resolution, tagline. Both have a conclusion. For a story, it's the resolution of the narrative, and for a joke, it could be a tagline or just the laughter that follows. By understanding these parallels, we can see how the structure of stories and jokes is a universal concept, helping you interpret and enjoy these forms in English. And that wraps up our discussion on the common elements in stories and jokes. I hope this understanding of structure will aid your English listening skills, particularly when listening to stories or jokes. Remember, the more you practice, the more you'll start noticing these elements naturally. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Happy learning!